Hello, everybody. My name is James, also known as Ario Sophia, and with us I have my dear co-host.
It is I, your judge for the day,
Oh,
Judge Grayson.
and
We have here today our defendant, one Calicath, played by Cameron. Would the defendant please stand and introduce himself?
Hi, my name's Cameron. I play Calicath. I don't know how to update my Factorio server.
Hmm.
now, Mister.
You stand accused today of several crimes. One count treason,
Yeah,
3 counts of being a sussy little baka.
that's true. I mean,
Two
he's got you
counts of
there.
skullduggery.
Well, debatable on that one.
1 count of assaulting the elderly.
Well, it's more than
One,
assault.
1 count of partying with your evil boss so fucking hard that you literally blew the roof off the place.
I like that. I like that.
I think it was more than the roof.
Uh, How do you plea?
I'm wondering why you only added one elderly assault.
Oh, is that an admission of guilt?
No, I'm just stating
Is
I
that
had
a
a life before we
self-report?
teamed up.
Hmm. Well, with the crimes presented against you,
Your Honor,
please present
objection.
your defense.
I will be.
Objection, Your Honor.
I will be
There's not
representing my
been an
client.
argument yet.
I will be
Your
Okay.
Honor.
representing my client.
Your
Well,
Honor.
please.
Your Honor, objection. You weren't even there. So, how do you know?
Your Honor, the music made him lose control.
Right. Uh-huh.
Uh, Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I will say my defendant, Calicat, may be a sussy little baka. That's true. But a murderer, he is not. He's only killed in self-defense if you really stretch the definition of self.
All right. Guilty.
Except for that.
10,000 years prison.
Except for that one guard inside the mansion who I caused to explode. I don't think I
Well,
would count that as self-defense.
I would
Mm,
because
He was
Admission of
defenseless.
guilt.
oh,
Your Honor,
that's
I'm
gonna
not
add
talking to you.
that's gonna add
So
5 more
mind
years.
your business, please.
Your Honor, I was simply too based. Can't control me, can't hold me.
Your Honor, my client pleads oopsie daisies.
50 years off your 10,000 year sentence.
Yes! Score 1. I still get paid, right, Calicat?
No bail, no parole.
Yeah. My client is serving life, but I'm serving looks this day. I saw that
Holy
recently,
shit.
and it made me very happy. Alright, so we did have a few things that happened, and my dear Grayson was alluding to. We did do an oopsie daisy.
A
I'll
bit of it. A little bit of an oopsie daisy.
I'll
Just
admit
a
it,
little oopsie daisy.
but you know what they say? Uh, Hindsight's 2020. And if we had known that they would have obviously tried to take in the MacGuffin when we walked in, we simply would not have walked in.
Of course.
In hindsight, I also should have suspected that to happen that same night.
Yeah. Well, in my head, it would have happened via a lot of people. Like Sawyer has ninjas, Gold Mask has ninjas and rogues, and
Yeah, you didn't
Everyone's
even
got
need to go
ninjas.
very far. Yeah, you didn't even go very far for wise ninjas.
yeah, the red were looking for us, even though Mako seems suspiciously happy.
Suspiciously chill.
Do y'all think that's just how he is?
Course.
He's just. Well, no, the first time we saw him, he was yelling at the king. Hey, Rose, you're in a podcast.
Surprise visit of the DM.
Surprise visit from the DM. Rose, you're in a podcast.
Give us your comments on recent events. Sir, this is the paparazzi now coming out after the court
Okay.
hearing.
Sir,
Sir,
sir.
Court hearing.
What do you
would
what
you
do you
call this
feel?
the biggest oopsie daisy of the century?
They're saying
Sir,
this is
we've been
bigger than.
notified that you are God. Why would you allow this to happen?
Sir,
Sir,
did you
we've been.
plan this from the beginning? After all, it is your story.
Sir,
Was this
is it
part of your mysterious plan?
is it true
No.
that this is your story, my brother in Christ?
Mm.
And
And
Oh,
no more questions. No
no
more
more questions. No more
questions.
questions.
no more
No
questions
further
from
questioning.
God.
Can't wait for that to be taken out of. Oh, but
Yeah, he's being walked through the crowd and like it being like blocked by the Secret Service and like
he's
shoved into his car.
he's got the sunglasses on, so they can't see his expression
Yeah,
too
yeah.
well, and
He's tilting his head down.
yeah, he's got the fur coat, which means he's obviously guilty. You know, you hate to see it,
Mm,
but yeah, like I was saying, we did have a little oopsie daisy.
yep.
But I feel like that could have happened easily. We were all tired. Calicath had 2 levels of exhaustion, you know.
Yeah.
3 if we had chosen to go anywhere else, pretty
I
much.
exactly.
Mm.
Like we were. Yeah, Astrid had 17 HP because I did. Well, we did
Give him a
heal him.
little bit of a healy.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then you
and
took 10 of it away. But we'll get to that.
that was the next day though, so doesn't
Yeah, we'll
count.
get to that. We'll get to
Doesn't count. Um, but yeah, well, I think it was smart. I mean, the other thing we could have done was probably like slept on the streets, but the streets
that.
don't like us.
Yeah,
That would have just
yeah.
made us more susceptible to every other guy. And what's worse than
Mm.
the MacGuffin being stolen by the super powerful guy who we know who lives in this one place, it could have been like Chuck, the rascal orphan, to steal our MacGuffin,
Mm.
and we'd have to go through a
True.
whole other thing to do that.
Yeah, a street rat that found the yeah.
So at least we know who did it, and that was pretty. That was solved pretty quickly. Cameron, what were you thinking in that moment? From the moment you knew he was gone, all the way up to the explosion. What was going on through your head?
Uh, well, from the moment I knew it was gone, I was ready to kill somebody.
Of course, yep.
Mm.
You had all your spell
And
slots back. You got new spells. Might as well use them, right?
when the idea came to my head that it could have been Nadine that ended up stealing it,
Yeah.
I was absolutely ready to kill her in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because you care for her so much.
I did. I did.
He did.
I did. And then she would, in the idea that she would steal something from me that could literally make or break my life,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the proper response is death.
Your life, your promise. You promised to Pearl this one thing, and it seemed like
Yeah.
she just had her own agenda. You know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I
Crossroads
guess that
wouldn't have
promise
had to
doesn't
worry
matter
about.
anymore. Pearl is dead,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Pearl's.
hopefully he wasn't caught in the blast. I don't think he
I
was
don't.
caught in the blast
I don't
radius.
know. I don't
Pearl
know.
was directly below Dean's room.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
how her room works is it's up a tiny
It's
ladder
upstairs,
and then it's
yeah.
in a doorway.
Up a loft,
And
Yeah.
Pearl was
right below it.
not a very high one. Pearl
Yeah.
was right below it,
Yeah.
supposedly unconscious.
Yeah.
I
They have to sift
Which,
through the
at
rubble.
the very
and
least,
maybe he's okay.
shrapnel would probably get him.
Yeah.
I'd
A
love-
little wooden planks, a little too heavy on his cracked ribs.
I mean, his ribs are already broken. Ori already broke his ribs.
I know that. I know
Exactly.
that's.
Like, you know how some D&D groups they have like, oh dude, we adopted a little goblin. He's gonna go on little adventures. We're gonna have like a little road stain. Oh yeah, this is the head investigator of Crossroads. He's just gonna
And
be.
the brother of a guy that we trusted and let die, and we
He's
took
just,
it upon ourselves to make sure he lived.
he's just
And
gonna be
he's
a
dead.
carpet by the end of it. Just like a
Mm,
Wile E. Coyote flat carpet.
Not my fault he betrayed us. So
He did betray us, but he was also mind controlled, so it's kind
He
of
was
gray.
also like,
not to me. I see that shit in full color.
Well,
mm,
okay.
Mind control is no excuse, bitch.
Well,
Okay.
okay. You said it. You
Very,
said bitch afterwards.
very
Mind
well
control no
then.
excuse. A bitch.
After that very based comment, you know,
Yeah.
we'll move on to some other stuff. Grayson, something happened with you too. For
Yeah, uncovering secrets and
yeah.
whatnot.
For those of you who
Yeah.
don't know or don't remember, Zeke is Zatira's brother, and
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and he was doing a little talky do
Mm.
with
They were
Sophia. You said,
gossiping. Yeah, Sophia, freaking Sawyer's daughter.
man, you know Sawyer's daughter is the competent one between all the siblings. Although one of them's dead,
Yeah.
so it doesn't really count. But uh, but at least between her and Sebastian, and so
Mm.
I mean, if Zeke gets in there, you guys could just be cleared, right? Like,
I hope so,
it
but also I worry
mm,
for him.
I mean, if Zeke starts running in the family, it'll be like a
Yeah.
made men things in the mafia, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I mean, from the mission complete, mostly, Zatira already got like a promotion.
That's true.
So, yeah.
She got a promotion. She has a cool
Mm.
thing that will kill her, and she's
Yeah,
not allowed to leave
if I'd fuck up.
Crossroads.
Yeah, I'm free to leave Crossroads. It's just if he says, "Hey, I still need you in Crossroads,"
then you're not allowed to go. Yeah,
then I'm not allowed to go until I do the thing.
sure.
Till he says
Yeah,
you're allowed to go, which could be never.
It could be never.
yeah,
Could be never.
yeah. But I also
No.
they did make mention that I have like jurisdiction in Galahad, so I could probably go to Galahad.
Right.
If he says you're
So
able to go to Galahad, which if you're
yeah,
not, then
I
you're
just needed
not.
to. Yeah,
Yeah, and he also gave you a
But until I get
specific mission to deal with Y, and
deal with the rest of the gold mask. Yeah,
luckily
yeah.
we're about to complete that, so you're about to get another promotion. It's like, yeah,
Whoopee.
yeah, I told my son to kill Y like when he was 2 years old, and you did it like the day after I gave you the mission. Like, dude, have my fortunes. You can
No,
pick
no, wow.
one thing in my magical collection. What will it be?
Wow. Thank you, Mr.
Um,
President. It's truly an honor to to work with.
sorry, I
Oh,
couldn't help it.
oh, that's funny. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean that might be best case scenario a little bit.
yeah. But also back onto the uncovering secrets.
Yes, yes.
That thing was just that was like happenstance because I wanted to like continue what we had started at the end of the previous session. That's like
Hmm.
do some research.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm glad
Yeah,
someone's doing it. Aria can't read, so you
mm,
know
I
yeah,
believe it.
that's not true.
yeah, yeah,
But you know, at least someone's doing research.
yeah. But not getting a whole lot of progress, but I'm at least starting it.
I I thought I didn't say this in the
Mm,
last part, or I don't know if I
mm,
said that. Period. Excuse me. Um, I thought it was really smart that you chose a knowledge domain when you were looking in the gods for who Y was, because like,
yeah.
yeah, he's using secrets, he's hypnotizing people, um, he's like trying to gather information himself. Um,
Mm,
so I think that's like a big nail in the coffin that this is just a guy, just a either a beholder or an aboleth or some creature in there who's
mm.
you know
Yeah,
Well,
messing with people pretending to be some divine entity.
yeah. I mean, hell, he could be a divine entity, like Calicath's a divine entity, you
Mm.
know.
Oh yeah, just like a lesser form than a god.
Yeah, like some sort of creature. No offense, Cameron.
Mm.
thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Mm.
just, just a little
You
creature.
didn't have to point out that I have a creature, but
Didn't have to
sure,
point out that I'm a little
thanks.
But
creature, but whatever.
sure, I
Uh,
guess if you're so rude with it, that's
mm.
fine.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't get as much reading as I wanted to because it was super late and I was super
Yeah.
tired. But
Yeah.
uh, Also, the finding out the secret
Yeah,
entrances throughout the manor.
the manor and also the secret lore that what was it? Mistra's dead, right?
Oh yeah, Mistra, the dead god of magic, I
Yeah,
think, and then
and now magic is being held up by Lo or something.
yeah, or they found there was like something that resulted from it. They had gray rot,
Yeah, so Grey Rod is
and
from
Lo found a way to subdue it, not
yeah,
like fix it.
not to fix it, but
Mm,
definitely do something with it. So
yeah,
that's gonna be
yeah.
fun. I'm really worried when we leave Crossroads because like I love when Justin's like,
Mm,
yeah, Crossroads is the worst place. It's horrible. It's awful. And I think about me and his prequel in Frost Deer and how
mm,
awful it was.
Oh yeah.
and
We had
we haven't even left the city yet.
9 giant vultures hit us
Mm,
at once. And that
man.
was just a
Jesus
random.
Christ.
There was a griffin at one. We were level 2, and there was a griffin at one point. And he's like, "Oh man,
Mm,
Crossroads is the worst." Oh, my brother in Christ, you are starting at
you came from
the
literal ice hell.
the final boss, and then going to the very beginning, and it's like, yeah, this place sucks.
Who would guess? This place is ass.
I just think it's funny. Don't diss towards them.
Oh yeah, it's fucking
I
hilarious.
think that's hilarious because as soon as we
It is
leave,
pretty funny.
it's like, oh hey, remember Torn? Yeah,
Mm.
he showed
Yeah,
up.
you know how he has you know how he's got control out of everything like surrounding the city?
hmm It's gonna be like
Man.
Attack on Titan, you know, first few
Mm.
seasons, anyways, where it's
Tell you
like
what, it's gonna seem bad, but you know what? We're gonna get out there and we're gonna be stronger than we were
that's
before
true,
and all that.
that's true.
Yeah. We're level 6 now.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that because like
Yeah.
Rose was like, yeah, you guys aren't gonna level up that fast, and what we leveled up after the
There
mansion,
was like
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we.
To be fair, I
We
did
got
obtain Grandma XP.
that's true. That's true. There was just enough of a nudge.
Just enough. That's all I
Just
needed.
enough of a
Yeah,
nudge.
you
Yep.
killed a high level druid. Yep, I got Grandma XP.
I got
Yeah,
Grandma
yeah.
XP, baby.
That was a lot of XP. We needed like 14,000 or something to get from 5th to 6th.
Well,
Hell yeah, brother.
we've
She's a
done stuff between
old lady.
them.
Yeah,
The older you are, the more XP you have.
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know,
Yeah.
we all of us leveled up. All of us,
Yeah, all of us.
every one of them.
Yeah.
Almost all
Whoopee.
of us. Maybe if Arya had done something instead of just standing there
Hmm.
watching Grandma explode,
I
would
was
have gotten
trying
some
to.
XP.
I was trying to.
You're doing PvP.
I was trying to keep it like nice and
Lighthearted.
lighthearted. But when
Yeah.
he switched to me, I was so invested in the Grandma Calicath stuff. I'm like, yeah, me and Astrid fight, and it's like, all right, what do you guys do? And I'm like, wait, you want me to roll? Can we go back to the other thing, please? I'm I'm
You can go
wildly
story.
distracted. What's going on?
Wait, I'm invested with the juxtaposition. I juxtapose myself.
Yeah, it's like I'm
I
in.
was watching a movie.
Yeah, it's like I'm in my
Hmm.
favorite. I'm watching my favorite show, and then it cuts to me, and it's like, oh, I'm supposed to. Oh yeah, I'm in this. Oh no.
Hmm.
It's
Speaking
just.
on that,
Mm.
Cameron, what were your thoughts of Astrid and Arya leaving a fantastic first impression?
With the knife.
I
Well, the
laughed
Hmm.
my
fork.
ass off. Oh, do you mean the fork or the
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 fork,
fork. Yeah.
both the
oh,
fork and the
fork was
punch.
okay, so Punch, I laughed my absolute ass off. I thought
Uh-huh.
that was hilarious, especially
Hmm.
since Arya got critted on.
Oh yeah,
It
it
feels
hurt.
like it was just, it feels like it would have been just like a soft, like regular, unassuming punch, but it did enough damage to fucking crit him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh,
And then the fork, shocked that you guys would pull such assetry despite us just now getting like free room and board.
we
Yeah.
have to be a little consistent.
And
I
an orphanage.
in our
In an orphanage
it's
as well.
it's not my fault that I rolled so high, you know? He was like, I'm
He
gonna.
did roll hella high for that.
He was like,
Yeah.
I'm
He
gonna.
also rolled super low.
He did roll super low stealth. I was gonna give it to him, but he just tried to grab it, and Arya said no.
And that's also the funny part is that
Despite
you're
you
just gonna
not
give
eating
it to
it.
him.
Yeah, I was just gonna give it to him. Yeah,
You
I
mind if
mean,
I have your vegetables? Yeah, I don't like this stuff anyways. You could
yeah,
have it.
vegetables are only
Go
good
right
with
ahead.
wine. It's like, okay.
You know what wine is, but
Mm-mm.
not meat.
It's really funny. I was thinking about that today
Even
when
though he ate fish,
I was
which
explaining
is meat.
when I was talking to Nadine. I'm like, yeah, I really don't cook for myself. I usually have other people cook for me. And she looked at me and was like, "Oh, you're a little prankster, huh? You think this
Oh,
is funny,
stupid
huh?"
prankster boy.
Oh, you got a little silver
Stupid
spoon up
shitty
your
little
ass too, and as
prankster.
well as in your mouth, huh?
Yeah, but no, that's just Arya.
Mm,
That's just how he is.
mm,
Excuse me. Maybe one
Oh
day
shit.
we'll get into his lore. I would.
mm,
So me and Grayson have been watching Penny and Stalking. I don't know if that's a spoiler or anything.
Man,
mm,
Stalking is great.
Penny and Stalking is
Terrible, but great.
terrible but great. And every time
mm.
they transform, I'm like, "Yep, that's what Arya's heaven looks like."
It's like, yeah, I bet.
That's what the angels from Arya's place look like.
Yeah, they behave. I bet they behave the same way too.
Uh-huh. You think that
I'd
Arya's,
be shocked.
prideful and envious and, you know,
Oh,
no, he's the
he's
best of them.
considered humble. He's considered humble and modest.
He's modest where he's from.
Hmm.
Oh, goodness.
Man, that's funny.
Yeah,
I think it's funny. Mm.
yeah. Oh man, now I just got the it's really funny now thinking that like the same time that that explosion happened was the same time you got punched in the face. So Astrid just punched you in the face so hard the roof exploded.
Oh, that has to
The
be a
roof
bit.
exploded
That
like
has to be a
100
bit.
meters away.
Mm.
Well, I mean, as far
I
as
mean, they're right
Arya's
outside. Yeah,
as far as Arya's concerned, like he's also a magic user. He just calls it
he's got
ki
magic
instead.
hands.
He's got magic
Yeah.
hands. And it's like
Magic boy with magic
I would
hands.
love the idea
Hmm.
that Arya gets hit and goes flying back and he's like, "Oh man, oh that hurt so much." And he's like, "Ow, that really hurt." And he looks over and an explosion happens and he's just like, "Oh,
Oh.
I'm lucky. Oh, he missed."
Like a fucking Saitama punch.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you know that face that someone gives you when you sneeze in their face and they're just like, "Oh," like that.
Oh.
That's Arya's face when the thing explodes. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
You're gonna have to like you both are gonna have to sift through the rubble to find like both
Oh,
of them,
yeah.
as well as find Pearl and maybe what's left of Nadine.
I mean,
And then Cal's gonna
Calic
have some explaining to do.
Calicath's fine because he doesn't get hit by.
His own
Well,
spell, but if he blows up the floor beneath
that's
himself and the
true.
roof
And the
above
roof.
himself,
Yeah. Yeah.
I did blow up a lot of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
But it'll be fine.
It'll be
yeah,
fine. We'll somehow get
you know,
Zatira in on this, and
yeah.
we
I
can.
mean, I gotta kill you. You're a big bad man too, so
Yeah, you were told by the
also,
boss, your boss, to
yeah,
kill Calicath's
get
boss.
rid,
So
yeah, finally get rid of the
So
gold
if
mask.
anything, I'm helping because
it's
you
true.
now know.
Yeah. It's like, wow, this is highly convenient.
It.
I'm just blessed to completing all these missions, I guess. Huh.
Yeah, yeah. It's like those bad
It's
GTA
almost like
asset
there's a
flips where it's like
yeah,
Mafia Town where you start walking and you help a
yeah.
girl and it happens to be the Mafia guy's boss, so you level up and then you trip on your way
Yeah.
out, revealing an explosive, and so you get more
Mm.
promotions. That's what's happening with Zatira.
Yeah,
She's just
yeah.
fumbling through every. Oh yeah, you
This is
returned
Mafia
Domino.
It's
City.
almost like there's some greater being in control of all of this, desperately trying to have us interconnected,
What?
Weird how
doing
that
No.
stuff
everything he
works. Huh.
can in order to make sure that we complete a mission together.
Interconnected. Have you seen the first 5 episodes?
Fair
Uh-huh.
enough.
That's why I said desperately trying.
Yeah. The desperation
Yeah,
started a little later.
yeah. And on that, once we do potentially get rid of
Why?
why, Cal, what will you have left in Crossroads?
I think that's to be revealed. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Your
just
as far
something
as
best,
we'll
the
have
rest of
to
us,
your
wait and
best friend
see.
died. Remember your best friend? He's
Oh yeah,
dead.
trust me, I very much
yeah, you
remember.
killed your
My
grandma,
grandma's dead.
Domino's being tortured, so you don't have
Yeah.
to care about him
He
anymore.
can't
Yeah,
even get
he got his
revenge.
comeuppance.
He kind of
You don't
needed.
Yeah,
need to get
you don't have
revenge
the
because
orphanage
you've
anymore. You
done
saw
for
to
me.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Fuck
Well,
the orphanage, anyways. Fucking
We're
yeah.
gonna
nuts.
kill Y, so then you won't
Kill
have
why, and then
a
him,
vengeance thing to stick around for.
him and his best friend Arya will have to just go around the world and solve problems.
Solve
Yeah.
problems, huh?
Yes, solve
I
problems.
mean, why's it always
Uh,
got to be about revenge, anyways, huh?
yeah,
You know,
yeah. But
you're not
also,
wrong.
but with all this
Revenge.
like stuff that we know of that's tied to Calicath, like slowly being like, or actually rather quickly being checked off and
Mm.
removed. Do you? How long do you continue on planning on using and playing Calicath?
Who knows? Might be a long time. It might not. Maybe, he's got some stuff to do outside of,
Of the
uh,
group, Crossroads.
well,
Yeah.
outside of Crossroads.
Yeah.
Maybe it's got something a little more to do with his origins, where he
Yeah.
originated from.
Yeah.
More,
Oh yeah.
more exploring the world
Mhm.
to know why you exist,
Yeah.
I don't know. With
understand what you are.
something I think we might have come to a realization of is the only reason Calicath got those bandages to begin with was because of Y.
Mhm.
And if Y has no
Yeah,
more need of them, maybe those bandages won't have their power anymore.
That's true. That's something to think
yeah,
about. Oh boy. But
yeah,
those
And
are all
then,
questions for season 2.
oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Isn't that right?
And this is like, hoo. But this is also a reason for like for the gang to
Excuse me.
potentially go to Tenet, even though it's like the heart of the red, and we got our problems with the red.
Is the gang?
Zatira like has, I don't know, but like that was my first thought of like, okay, if he's and this is me thinking like for Calicast path for him, but like in my own mind, but
Yeah.
like trying to understand Azamar, well, Tenet has plenty of Azamar. They would understand them pretty well.
Yeah.
If he's gonna like try and figure himself out.
Yeah, but like it's difficult, isn't it? Cuz like until we get to
Yeah.
that point, we can't make a real
Can't
serious
really
plan.
can't really, yeah.
We know Astrid wants to go to Low
Mm-hmm.
and
Figure
for
out the ring.
figure out the ring. He's been saying that. Zatira might have some quest somewhere else. And
Yeah.
if Calicath should go south to Tenet, like that's something else. And
Mm-hmm.
personally, because we introduced the season 2 idea, I don't mind splitting the party because that means new characters, right? But
Yeah.
Of course.
yeah. So I
Multiple stories. Tell
mo-
it once.
yeah. Ooh. And
Ooh.
that will be fun, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Be something to look forward to. Oh,
Indeed.
I wonder who'll be first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something we'll probably have to decide once we actually like reach
Reach
the
that
end
point.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's starting to get there. Like, we've almost completed Crossroads. Once we kill Y, we got rid of the
Mm-hmm.
head lady for the gold masks. We got rid of
Mm-hmm.
Canton Pren and Smoking Joe, and
For
the
I
now.
mean, assuming we can even kill Y, we still don't know what he is.
that's true.
Yeah.
He could be a
Poss-
lich. He could be a
He
Maybe he's a
invited us like
devil.
down to
divine
the
being.
sewers, wherever the heck that is.
Yeah.
Like where exactly in the sewers? This could all be an elaborate trap.
That could be
Of
a trap.
course.
Yeah.
An
Mm-hmm.
incredibly
He
elaborate trap.
he could be like
Mm-hmm.
a Marid or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a
Like a
water
Yeah.
jet.
genie.
Yeah.
Um,
Good.
you know, he could be a lot of things, and we don't. You're right. We don't know how to
Mm,
beat him, but God, we have to try, right?
Indeed.
yeah.
It's not about winning or losing to a certain point. It's about standing up at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And this point is today. And speaking of today, guess what I found, guys?
What did you
Yeah.
find, brother?
I found the concept art for our original characters, Do Not Steal.
Oh joy,
Ooh.
And
joyous of days.
and now I'm putting it on the screen, so Sylv, you don't have to worry about putting it in a post.
Should we show the group photo as well?
Oh, absolutely. If you want to send that to me, I can
Mm-hmm.
quickly put that in. But
Mm.
while
What we
he's
have versus what we currently are using.
yeah, what we're currently
Yeah.
using. Well, what we have right
Mm.
now, though, as I'm showing the original concept art drawn by
Mm.
myself, this
Mm.
was like the third or fourth iteration of of the first two of Astrid and Zatira. I had a few drawings before them, but that was my second Onyx drawing, my first Calicath drawing, and I have a better Domino, I promise. That's Domino, the fourth one, the one that with no color. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Matthew,
He's
but
got a wide die gap.
it was a draft. It was a draft.
Jesus Christ, I never
Uh-huh.
even knew about the wide thigh gap.
So like I made these last year, like I think around the same time last year for
mm.
Astrid and Grayson. And they've changed remarkably little, right? Originally,
Yeah, yeah.
Astrid would have
Yeah.
tattoos because tattooing was going to be big in Goliath culture, but that didn't really end up being the case, and he would have had a really cool one, a really cool sleeve that I drew, which we had to get rid of for more traditional looking stuff. Um, and if you look up at his forehead, he has a snowflake, and we barely see that because we don't have a lot
Mm.
of room to show the actual drawings that we have. But
Mm.
that's okay. Yes, thank you. Um, and then with Zatira, you know, I wanted to make a small tiefling, and that's what Grayson told me was
Mm.
a rogue small tiefling lady
With smug energy.
with smug energy. So the first drawing, she looked way more like the cat from the memes.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And I don't know how well y'all could see it, but there is a Tenet symbol on her little thing. And Astrid
Yeah, the
has a
wheel
little
spoke.
uh, painter specs, because that was going to be bigger, but his painting
Mm.
stuff got destroyed occasionally. Ugh.
Yeah, he hasn't had many opportunities to paint recently.
Yeah, yeah. You know, with you, Cameron, and Calicath, you're like, okay, he's bandaged and he has robes and he has long blonde hair, and I'm like, okay, can you give me anything else? And you're like, nope, I'm gonna draw it myself, and I'm like, okay, here I go.
Sorry, I never got around to actually doing it. I have a couple pictures of him, but nothing worthwhile.
Yeah, yeah. So this was
And
just
unfortunately, I didn't get to curate the
the
um
Mm.
caricatures.
yeah, like I mean like the AI images that we did for a lot of them.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't get to actually work on that one. So I
Mm.
just kind of rolled with what we had. My next character though, my backup character, not the case.
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
up,
I'm
Ooh.
very excited about your backup character. I've seen some cool
Mm.
stuff lately with him.
as am I. Still figuring out
I know
the, majority
nothing.
of it,
Yes, yes,
but
yes.
he's a cool cowboy.
Yeah,
Not literally a cowboy. He's a
yeah.
cool dude though.
Oh.
Cool cowboy.
Yeah, the cow that we have in this concept art versus the cow that we actually have.
Is wildly
This
different,
It's
yes.
yeah,
wildly different.
the cow in here in the concept art is way more chill.
Yeah, yeah.
He
I
looks
mean,
way more chill.
think about it. I didn't know anything about
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Calicat. Like, I think I knew that he was a bard, because I told you about the College of Whisper Bard, because you didn't want to play a
Mm-hmm.
rogue this time. And I'm like, well, there's something
Yeah.
very similar to rogue, and that's really all I knew, So,
I've
uh,
got I've got one of the. He's not bandaged in the image, but this is another image of him after the whole mansion area,
mhm,
which I think I've shown it before as well, but
yeah,
I'm
I'll put
sending
it
it to
up
you
on
now.
screen in a
Bit of
second.
a take.
And oh yeah,
Oh
Onyx is
shit!
there
Wait,
too.
that one's gonna take forever.
Shout out. He was gonna look more like
Oh
Wario,
yeah.
but he got streamlined a little bit more, which is
Mm.
cool. And then here's all of our portraits together.
Woo, the gang.
Wahoo, the gang! There's a little color issues here and there, but that's fine. Commissions, you know how they are. Um,
Mm.
but here's all of us together about to kill Astrid's dad. Beautiful.
Pikachu.
Can't wait for this to be the
Mm-hmm.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah. It-
Yeah, this one shouldn't.
I wonder if I still have that goblin concept art. So
I think you do.
I'm
I think
sure
you've
I
shown it to me
do.
once before.
I don't know if it's on my computer though. Anyway,
Mm.
before Arya was Onyx, before Onyx was Marco, before Marco there was another guy, and before that guy, the first guy I wanted to be was like a gremlin type character. He was going to be a librarian gremlin, and
Mm.
the idea of him scurrying up different libraries and going down and being like, "Here's your book, Mr. J," something like that.
Mm.
Absolute horror on my throat.
Mr. J.
Mr. J. He would have been a warlock, and then two people wanted to be warlocks, and then that guy didn't end up in the campaign, and then I already thought of other things, and you'll know who that is. You'll know how that is. But he was really cute.
Mm.
God, I'm never gonna find it. I don't even remember his name. Grimbly. Uh, Gimbal
Grimbly.
You gave him a very
Grimly
blocky head. I remember that.
Well, no, Favio.
Ah.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, the
so
blockhead
different from
goblin.
Gribbly Scrimbo or whatever the fuck.
It's very similar to me.
Yeah, we've
Favio.
got Calcath, we've got Zetiro, we've got fucking Astrid, then we got Scrimblo Blimbo over here. Mr. J!
Mr. J!
I got your book for you.
Yeah.
Mr. J, I got your book.
I got your book. Oh wow,
Good boy,
Cameron.
Mr. J. I promise.
That's a great photo. Do you want me to put that up?
Sure.
All right. Someone talk while I'm putting it up there.
Wow, it's so embarrassing. I was struggling right now. It's so embarrassing.
No.
Everyone point and laugh. Point and
No.
laugh.
Why are you, Grayson?
Everyone point and laugh at him.
No.
Point and laugh. He's terrible. Point and laugh.
Grayson,
Point and
why
laugh.
did you do
Fool.
that?
Fool.
Anyways, this is
You
it.
didn't say I had to talk and say nice things.
Oh, that's true. This is it right
Mm.
here. It is a wow. That's awesome.
It's a pretty stark contrast from the original.
God, it's really. Let me pull them both up. So you have this, right, team, and then this. Editor, please. Oh, you're doing it in live
Again, that
action.
is-
Thank you.
It is without the
yes.
bandages.
Yeah, of course. I can draw all right. I can draw.
Yeah, you it's very different intentions and styles. All
Very
right,
different styles. I was very into
we're not
Adventure
comparing
Time.
people. People don't compare Adventure Time to JoJo, you know,
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Well,
and say the animation bad, you know,
Animation bad.
animation
just
bad.
wanted to.
That's really funny.
Mm.
I will say though, your actual drawings, Cam, are outstanding. When
Thank you.
the last thing you sent me, you're like, I got bored at work and I drew this
Oh
in
yeah.
marker, and I'm like, you drew that in marker? And there's straight lines? And you can't erase marker. How'd you do that? And it's just like, oh my goodness.
My specialty has always been black and white and
Uh-huh.
ink of some kind. So
Right,
got many
right.
years of experience in drawing in that.
Oh my goodness, yeah. See, I'm pretty alright, pretty good at like Photoshop. I don't know if we've said this, but the virtual set is all me. Like if you guys see the little corners and the
Oh yeah.
background, which is like book or leather, that's me. The little thing in the
Mm,
corner, the bottom left, the satellite looking thing, that was my
yeah.
design. Um, oh God, me and Sylv went back and forth on that hard because we were like, no, I want this, no, I want this, I want this, I want this, and it was awesome because we're both very creative people, and that's the creative process is going back and forth. Um, but there were some times where he'd be like, all right, I have this great idea. It's going to be a TV, and the TV looks like this, and it's going to move up. And, before we start, we're going to have a little animation that plays beforehand, and then it goes into the TV and statics out. And
Mm,
that was my idea. But we're going to say that it was
mm,
Sylv for
yeah.
simplicity's sake.
Like,
All right.
yes. But yeah. Anyways, ambition versus
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's one thing to be like, oh, I want to start a show. And then it's another thing to Sylv had to get a new camera and, that
Good
desk,
microphone.
a good microphone. He had to figure out all that stuff. So
Mm, all the equipment, lighting.
all the lighting, well, he already had a lot of cool lights in his house, but,
Yeah, but
you
then
know,
more proper lighting,
more proper
music.
lighting, music, had to figure that out. Make, and making the maps, oh my word.
Oh
You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
we had a lot of issues starting it up. We had a lot of like, hey, we're gonna do it in this program. Psych, that program sucks and there's copyright issues. We're gonna do it in this program. Psych, we're not doing that. Everyone do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, of
And that's just part of it, Watching Critical
course.
Role, the first few episodes of season 1, episode
Mm,
1, campaign 1, it's, you know, amateurish,
yeah.
and so are we, and we're only gonna get
Mm.
better.
Of course, this is
You
our
didn't
first time.
see. Yeah,
This is our first time doing anything
yeah,
like actually streaming or doing anything online like that as well. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I was telling Sylv like this was like episode 5 or whatever, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't like how some people do this and some people do that," and I'm like, this is our first big time on the camera. We've all been on YouTube videos, right?
Mm,
yeah, at
Lord,
some
yeah,
point.
at some point. I mean, me and Grayson have a channel, and
yeah.
Cameron, you've been on our
I've
channel. You've been
I was
on.
supposed to say I've visited it once, done a couple voices.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've been on Sylph's
Mostly the
channel.
mostly the sexy like robot dudes
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah,
Deltarune.
Deltarune.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's my favorite time that you've been on our show because it's like you're such a good voice talent,
Mm,
Thank
and
you.
and you squealing and screaming. It's wonderful. This is
Oh god,
this is not sponsored by us though. Wink.
should be.
It
mm,
should be. I really should put
You
my
really should take a cut.
YouTube.
yeah.
I really should
Where's
take
my
a cut.
Where's my royalties? Where's my shares? Huh?
Yeah, come on, Sylph. I'm doing a show on your channel. Where's my cut, huh?
Yeah. Huh?
I would
Where's
like a
my
nice camera.
compensation for the assets that I made for you? Huh?
I would like a nice camera. You know, you use
Huh?
you use my picture that I made on OBS.
Uh,
My
you
logo.
This
think
is.
these borders created themselves?
Do you know how much time and effort went to making a circle?
Honestly.
Honestly.
6 of them even.
Ugh. Oh, we also fought about those circles. Oh,
I know you did.
yeah.
Mine was stayed old for a while until I finally updated it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It could have been avoided if I had saved things in the right place, but some of them got corrupted later on, and it was kind of a mess. But again, we're learning. We're getting new at it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You
Indeed.
never saw the learning process on camera with Critical Role and other of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
big shows.
You know what they say? You always say congratulations when someone's pregnant, but you don't know how many times they had to.
You always say congratulations when someone's pregnant, but you never pat the man's balls and say good job.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
That's what they
that's
say. I was
really.
there.
I was
I'm
there when
them.
they
Yeah.
said that too. Yeah.
Same.
You
Same.
know,
Yeah.
everyone here who's watching was also there when they said it.
Yeah. I was the guy that they pat the balls.
Yeah, I've definitely done that to him. Hmm.
Hmm.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Grayson, when do you think we're gonna have fan art of our characters kissing?
I don't know, man. I don't know
Tonight,
why you even
apparently.
Well, now that you mention it,
Now that you mention it.
now you're throwing it out there.
Uh,
Yeah.
gosh. I remember watching
And that's
Rooster
how you know
Teeth.
you made it too.
Yeah, exactly. I remember watching Rooster Teeth as a kid when I shouldn't have been watching Rooster Teeth, you know. And
Hmm.
seeing like Achievement Hunter and seeing fan art of them in like Yowie, it's like,
Oh
yeah, they
God.
made it. They
Yeah.
made it to the
Yeah.
big shots.
Yeah.
That's how you know it. That's not how. That's not. Oh my God. That is how you
Hmm.
know you've got it big time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when Jerma
Jesus.
first got his art, it's like
Hmm.
learning to get your driver's license. It's a big step in the process.
Yeah. It's how you know that a character will be popular when they're initially
It's
revealed
true.
nowadays. It's like
It's how much
looking
go to the
how many
green
days.
website.
Yeah. Look up the rule. You know the rule.
You know the rule, and see how
Yeah,
many
and see
posts they
how
have.
big that number is
Yep.
and how quickly.
It was. I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Maybe let's take this in a different direction,
Let's.
fellas.
All right. Let's take this in a
Ooh.
different direction.
So where's ours,
Where's
huh?
ours? I want to
Wrong
know
direction.
when
Wrong
J-
direction.
when you know Jaden Animations can have a babillion. When
Jason.
I want so much.
Those are rookie numbers. We need to pump those numbers up.
I ask for so little.
I want sent directly to this website. I'm flashing my YouTube channel.
Of course.
Yeah.
I want it
With
sent to
me.
this website
I
on
thought you were.
YouTube.
I thought you meant you pulled up the green site like on camera. Like, what are you trying to do? Get the channel banned?
That would be so. I'm not putting up the green site.
Yeah. Okay.
No one ever
Oh,
knows with you,
goodness.
dude. It's really a hard thing to tell.
You're a wild card.
Yeah, Silv was saying it yesterday. We were talking about something, and me and him both aren't great with words. And he said something. I'm like, "What do you mean by that?" And he's like, "Uh." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean?" And he's like, James, you make it so hard. You make it so hard to tell whether it's a bit or not." And I really
It's
don't know if I
true.
should go into a 30-minute explanation for you to just be like, "Oh, I knew that."
Hmm.
And that's really funny to me because sometimes I'll just be chilling and I won't even think of my reputation or the things that I do. Just like
Yeah.
playing on my phone. Hey guys, what
Do you
about
ever
this?
think of your reputation
Never.
or the
Mm-mm.
things that you do? I do
Never.
not think
Not
so.
once.
Yeah.
I don't remember a word I've said during this
Fully,
podcast.
fully
I
embodies.
wholeheartedly believe it.
Yeah, fully embodies chaos. And that one song, I don't give a damn about my reputation.
Yeah. I remember listening to that song and singing the words, and I was like 3, and my mom got really upset with me because I said, damn. And she was like,
Oh,
yeah, there's a curse word. And I'm like, I don't know any curse words.
What?
I don't know what the concept of
Yeah.
this is a
Mother, I
this is a
don't
new
know what
idea.
swears are.
Uh-huh. Mother,
I do not
please.
know yet of evil. Now you have taught me that it is evil. Now I am capable of
Now I'm
evil.
capable of evil.
As spoken in the Bible itself.
It's just as Adam ate of the fruit of knowledge.
You have
I
granted me
too.
the apple, you snake.
God.
Gonna mark that down on things if my pastors saw me say
Uh-huh.
he would explode.
Uh-huh.
He would
I'm somewhere in
physically
the
explode.
millions right now.
Mm.
God, so I'm in the audiovisual department at my church, right? They
Uh-huh, yeah.
and I run their OBS and their like streaming services and stuff, and make sure that everything's well in the camera and stuff. And I couldn't imagine them knowing that I have a YouTube channel.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, hey, yeah, you do YouTube? Yeah, I do YouTube. What's it called? Oh, it's called Lowest Common Demon, and two of them explode because it's a really old Southern Baptist church. And the average age is in the 40s or 50s.
God forbid they actually watch it.
Oh, yeah.
They'll spontaneously combust.
Yeah, that whole church, what Calicath did in the last episode of the church is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Where it's just like,
Well, hold on, FBI agent listening, hold on.
in Minecraft.
Yeah, well,
Just like, think of any of our bits, Grayson. Like, Sly
oh.
Cooper did 9/11.
Oh.
How many fifth graders can you beat?
Oh, yeah, the number of fifth graders equal the Bifrost of one wolf, yeah.
Holy shit. I
Oh,
need to start watching your channel
you
more.
do. I think I don't watch our content nearly as much as I do because every time I watch it, I'm laughing as hard as I can because I'm my own biggest fan.
Absolutely.
And it's just so funny some of the stuff we've said that I don't remember us saying.
I think
Like,
I know what you're talking about
uh-huh.
because I don't record myself doing anything
Mhm.
at all, especially not with games.
Yeah.
Rose will occasionally record us playing games though, sometimes without my knowledge.
Mhm.
Mm.
The one bit that made me laugh so fucking hard
Uh-huh.
was when we were playing a little bit of Elden Ring,
Oh
like
yeah.
modded Elden Ring,
Mhm.
and what's his name? That
Godric?
Oh,
not
Godric or
Godric, the
Morgott?
other one,
Uh,
Morgott.
Margit?
Morgat.
Yeah,
Margit,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
thinking of.
Mm.
He's standing up on the tower, and I start doing this dumb voice, and I said something along the lines of, maybe you'll get some bitches on your spindle or something like that. He
Oh,
lands down and he causes that huge cloud of dust, and it takes a second, and he's just, oh fuck, I've got dust in my eyes. It looks like he's collapsed on the ground. It doesn't. If I could show you the video, it's so fucking funny, that one moment. And
Uh-huh.
I don't know why.
That's
Maybe it's
great.
the voice I did during that, but
Your
it
voices,
kills me every time I watch it.
your voices are great. I mean,
It just looked like he fucking splatted onto the ground.
oh damn it, there's
Oh,
dust
dust in my
everywhere.
eye.
Oh.
there's dust in my eye.
I mean, like, we recently rewatched
Oh.
a video from when I was like 16 playing League of Legends. And
It
some
was
of the
so
things
good.
that it was really good. Some of the things that you and I were saying is like things we literally said the day before. Like, I mean, you were playing like, I don't know, the dwarf game, Space Dwarf, whatever.
Oh yeah.
And we had that same argument. It's like, I said that first. No, mm-mm. And then get into a bit like
Oh
that. And then
Jesus.
it happened from like 7, 8 years ago.
The
And it's
more
just
things
like,
change, the more they stay the same.
I swear, you know?
Oh god.
That's wonderful. And with those funny bits, that will be all the time we have for today.
If you want to see more funny bits, you should check out the Mr. Rose YouTube channel as well. Like and follow the YouTube channel, as well as go to the Twitch channel where you can see these funny bits happen live, like Aria getting punched in the fucking face.
I'm glad you
It'll
have the
always
script
be hilarious.
memorized. And remember, only 4.2% of the viewers are subscribed.
95% of our viewers are not subscribed.
You
No.
You
also
should
check
remember
out
to hit
Lowest
that
Common
subscribe.
Oh,
Demon.
also Lowest Common Demon. I'm putting it. That's how you spell it. It's not a
Hashtag ad,
URL.
hashtag
Just put
ad.
that in your Google.
You
Hashtag
might
ad.
find it. Good luck.
Good luck. That has been it. And remember, if Calicath was guilty, put guilty in the subscribble box by clicking yes on
Huh?
subscribe and typing the word guilty in all caps in the comment
Like
section.
the video if you thought he was innocent. Click subscribe and leave a comment if you thought he was guilty.
Oh God.
It's a really good bit. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye forever.